Cowboys have an early lead. They sprinted out to a fast start against USF the last time out. Tip back goes.
A little bit too easy for Steve Lutz. You look over that sideline. He didn't like that easy look from the Colonels right there.
Crotty buries the jumper after making the free throws.
Way too much space. You got to be there on a catch defensively with a guy like Crotty.
Mandzukic rattles one home. They lit it up in that contest. They're up north of 32% as a team now. Open look from the wing. Good for Christian Winborn. Freshman kicks. Mandzukic will try another. Back to back.
Yeah, he definitely has his rhythm.
Long pitch ahead. Fowler was open in the post. We'll see if they go back to it. There it is, the zip inside. And Fowler with the right hand. Pieces that they put together, but still looking for some consistency.
Yeah, one of the things, if you're around him, you follow him, he is brutally honest. Good pass right there by Curry.
Coleman in the game. He just missed that shot for Oklahoma State. So both day-to-day guys didn't start but are playing in the contest. In fact, both are in right now. Open three, right wing, good. Victorious Miller, a lob. It's deflected and stolen away. And now all alone on the other end is Trey English, and he's got the finger roll for his first points. Weaving through traffic, Rice turned away by Vukovic. Retries. Over Vukovic, and he finishes.
What's happened a little bit offensively is Nicholls has done a good job getting back in transition, so Oklahoma State's been impatient in their half court.
Steve Lutz will love the hustle play from Fowler, and it leads on to a three from Rowland.
Right, and we talked about Nicholls. Something important for them was reading tempo. They took some quick shots early. See Clary knock down a tray right there.
Dunkley working on Mandzukic. It's kicked out. Off the mark right. But an offensive board and a finish for Trey English.
Got to put a body on somebody. Can't just turn around and get in a jumping contest.
Anthony Roy with the finish for Oklahoma State that time. His first bucket inside the arc. 7 different players have already scored for Oklahoma State. Nicholls responds. Nearly a run through, and now a steal anyway from Curry in the backcourt. Left-hand finish.
This team is not going to extend as much as they did a year ago. They don't need to, but they don't need to allow Nicholls to be comfortable. Last couple possessions, they've pressured a little more. So if you take Miller away, there's other options. That's how impressive this team can potentially be offensively. It's just the other end of the floor. You know, what do they become in January and February on this end?
Right now holding Nicholls to 36%, but another look at the rim. Dunkley into double figures after the dunk.
Seen a lot of this right there. That's just a back door. Coleman got turned around right there.
Cowboys have pushed the lead to 16. They're on a 12-2 run in the last 3 minutes. Three-pointer falls, though, for Zayden Cross, his second of the game.
Cross is starting to feel it a little bit with the last 2 or 3 games from long range.
Miller underneath. Coleman with the finish. Credit Vukovic with the assist.
Put that thing on the deck 2 or 3 times and handle it with surety.
There's a run through steal after the hard edge. Curry up and under finishes.
Yeah, see how they're extending them? That's the 3rd steal for Curry on the run through.
Oklahoma State is already at 8 steals. They average a little more than 9 per game, which is top 70 in the country. 4th in the Big 12 in the early moments of this season. There's an easy bucket, though, underneath. It's one thing Isaiah Coleman brings to the table is length and athleticism. Curry driving the baseline, finishes.
I'll tell you what, you know, as a guard, if you got a big in trouble, you got to come to a spot where he can see you with his eyes.
Isaiah Coleman able to get to the rack and get it.
Sometimes their personnel, you know, they're just smaller. So it forces Fowler right here. Vukovic, as we saw in the first half, and a guy like Mandzukic. So once he catches Adam, that high. I mean, you force them way outside of their comfort zone offensively. Once he catches, then you get off and get a little bit of a cushion.
High post. Coleman kicks. Curry rips. Got it.
Good offense.
First points of the game. Yeah, that was lining up. I was expecting a collision at the rim there.
Yeah, there's been a couple plays at the rim where he has not necessarily brought it like he typically does. But he's not going to have the numbers that he had at Green Bay for those 7 games. It's too much other offensive talent. You got to play within the confines of the team.
Curry winning the race through traffic.
And so that's part of those numbers being inflated. So they've improved, but we talked about it. If they're going to hang around with Oklahoma State, which they're doing. Nice drive by Roy right there.
Coleman nearly traveled with it. Curry again weaving through traffic. Foul
Well, both Curry and Clary know how to play. And assuming they just take care of the ball night in, night out. I mean, he has 2 terrific options. And he went with Clary a lot against USF because he was balling, right? Yep. And then tonight you have Curry, or today, this afternoon, Curry doing that.
Curry's got 7 assists to just 1 turnover in the game. Feeds it inside to Fowler, make it 8.
And so now he's making simple plays too.
That one came out shallow. Cowboys get the board. A lazy pass, though, is taken away, and a runaway dunk for Sincere Malone.
And his typical self today. Maybe just one of those days right there. I mean, he's got to see Malone just sitting and Roy's back.
Curry leaves it back. Roy in transition. Off the mark. Nicholls rebounds on the sprint now cross. Lost the handle, then dumped it underneath to Dunkley for an easy 2.
Keeps getting you deeper on the containment until he can make his move.
Short on another 3, but an offensive rebound that time. And Keaton was, I mean, he was known for his 3-point shooting, but he was sneaky quick too, as Christian Winborn knocks down a triple. Coleman was indecisive, just gave it away there. 3-on-1 break. Crotty trying to put up some sort of a fight.
Competition is going to start getting tougher.
A 3rd attempt at the shot, and Zayden Cross knocks down his 3rd 3 of the game. And these are the moments early on in the season you're up 15 at home with 4 to go, where you can teach those lessons and pull a guy out as Coleman gets underneath.
Talking about Oklahoma State's depth.
Oops. Dunkley able to get to the rim for a
that was purposely set up right there. Yeah, that was all set up.
Every game this year alongside Parsifala, and that's no longer the case as he did not start today's contest. Vukovic, a little patient there, but Clary comes up limping a little bit. Malone buries it. Nicholls puts up 81, but the Cowboys score in the 90s yet again. Oklahoma State came in averaging 93 points a game. They finished with 92 in this one, and Oklahoma State is 6-0.
Yeah, they get the victory.